Alright, let's take a look at the Whirl game. A high pastel fantastique populaire board game, illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module and can't be played without the main game. Oh, so this is useless to me.
Large letters on the front form a title. Whirl.
Let's just put it away. I'm actually I feel a bit duped. I think it did say something about a supplement when I looked at it, but I didn't put the dots together. I didn't take the word literally. Let's try taking some Pyrrolidon, see what that opens up. This is my last dose. That's not good. Okay. So now we've done that. And naturally it has had 0 impact on available rolls. More speed. Just a bunch more speed. Oh, fuck yes. Woo! A beer for good measure. Alright, we're really feeling it now. We got speed, Pyrrolidon, and beer in the blood. What a violent high this must be. My god. Let's try to crack open that thing again.
This orange machine, you slip your fingers under the...
Didn't Solnag.
Equip the multi-tool.
Okay, alright.
This orange machine
Nope.
is dead still.
Alright, I fucking tried. Let's go read another book. Still got about 10 hours to kill. The Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman. The frontispiece of this old paperback features a muscle man in chains, kneeling before a salacious-looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadow of the vixen's headdress looks like a pair of demonic horns.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Helmdall man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Helmdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Helmdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Helmdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
Time to flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Helmdall, wielding his 2 Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Let's give this a chance.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Helmdaller tribe. From the village of Helmdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
Man from Helmdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward!
The steel muscles of Man from Helmdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me!
A passage reads, The man from Helmdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Helmdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Helmdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says,
Before we move on, I want to analyze that statement again. Above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Interesting. He's rejecting like the human condition itself. He's just a killing machine. A bona fide badass, as the kids say. Actually, I don't think the kids ever said that, to be completely honest.
I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
He's considering it. He's considering it. Oh, this is getting spicy, isn't it? He's almost he's considering giving up his vow of purity for some of that demon lady coochie. This is epic.
In the final pages, man from Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Okay, so I have no chance of seeing what's in his eyes. I love this game, but it's disappointing me. I can't sit down and skip time because Kim says we have to go do something instead. I have nothing to do. I'm willing to take the blame for that. I don't think I was very... You alright, Kim? Whatever. I designed this Harry. He's not ideal, so I bear responsibility. But nonetheless, is this truly my best bet now? Is this truly my best option? Just waiting? Let's take a closer look at Suzerainty. A civilization building board game where you get to choose a nation and set off to colonialize and exploit other cultures. A star-shaped note on the box proclaims the game now includes a completely new genocide option. Lovely.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic. The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work. The exact location and time period are left deliberately vague, but it's clearly meant to represent the economic relationship between the Revacholian suzerainty and its many vassals.
Leave it perfect and undisturbed. Does that imply that I'll be able to trade it for something if I do so? You know what? Fuck it. Shake the box. Oh, shit, I clicked. I double-clicked that. Let's hear that again.
The box has a nice heft to it. You hear the rattle of individual wooden tokens and feel their weight shifting back and forth. Even before you open it, you can tell that this will be a meaty game of grand strategy and complex player interactions.
Rip that shit off.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
Oh my. Open the box.
There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components. Savor that new board game smell. A mix of wood, paper, and ink, all wrapped in the sweet must of cardboard.
Examine the components.
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several punch boards with other cardboard components that will need to be punched out before you can play.
Punch out the cardboard pieces one by one.
Each cardboard token makes a satisfying tsk as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Why would I... Alright, let's just let that slide. Check out the wooden tokens.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Saphre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, gray marble block tokens. From the Seminine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. And from Supramuindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
Oh, Those are nice.
The lieutenant picks up a sugar token and admires it. Put the components away.
You hold the open game box before you.
Read the rulebook.
Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
Sumptuous. Finally, a proper game to teach children about the importance of trade in the global economy.
The colourful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this so-called family game. Only one way to find out.
Keep reading.
The instructions are opaque at first, and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol. Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points.
Fuck the suzerain. What about my wealth and renown?
There is no path to wealth and renown, but through the suzerain. As one of the suzerain's trusted administrators, your very function is the glorification of Revachol. That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners.
Ignore it. Just tell me how the winner is determined.
The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
Hey, Kim, wanna play?
The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours.
Perfect.
I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time.
Yes, we can, Kim. We have nothing better to do. We have, like, Yes. Yes, Kim.
What? Does the lieutenant hate fun? Is he the fun police?
Who died and made you the fun police?
The lieutenant gives you a sour look. He may or may not hate fun, but either way, he does not appreciate your attitude.
Oh, I could try again. Come on, Kim. Little bit of gaming. A little bit of board games. Come on.
Have you tried goading him?
You just chickened it out because you know I'd crush your ass.
In your dreams, maybe. I've thrashed my share of trash talkers before. Now come on, let's put childish things aside.
Really persistent. Come on. Kim, we have 7 hours to kill. There's nothing else we can do right now because I upgraded. There's nothing we can do because I built an ineffective Harry. We can't pass any rolls right now, Kim. We need to play this game to pass the time.
What is detective work if not an elaborate game? You need logical inference, attention to detail, the ability to analyze your opponent's motives.
Come on, it might help us think of more creative solutions to the case.
I do feel like my thinking has become somewhat rigid. Maybe a little diversion to keep the mind limber is just what's in order.
See? He's doing the hard work himself. All he needed was a little nudge.
Alright, you've convinced me. How do we play?
I read the rules already, I'll show you.
You explain the basic setup procedures to the lieutenant, who seems to be a quick study. You each take your bag of tokens and counters and unfold the board between you. In the center is the crown of Revachol. Radiating outward are her colorful vessels, each one supplying some raw material desired by the suzerain. Apricots from Safre, archaeological treasures from Ilmarat, sugars from the Semenine Islands, and magenta cocaine from Supra Muindi and Sara Maritza. There's also a neat little log to keep track of your progress, in case you need to put the game away and return to it later.